Because we do. I'm trying to think of a way to distract them, perhaps, while the real boat boards from another direction.
That's what I was saying. Why don't we shove it?
Ah, I have an idea. Bannon, have you not been invisible before?
I have.
Would it not be possible then for you to bring one of these boats directly at the front of it, draw its attention, and then perhaps,
So
you can't really swim, I guess, right?
I get your idea here, but not today. Tomorrow we could definitely do something like that. But and I could even, we could go in all invisible if you really wanted to. But today it's not going to happen.
So we could take this small boat, row it over at night. I'll go up with my rope, throw it down to you guys.
Okay.
We all board. Slay them in the middle of the night.
I immediately asked Breger. Breger, you seem to know a lot about giants. Do they sleep? And especially at night? When do they sleep?
Yes, they do. From the hours of 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., they are always asleep.
Perfect. Well, then that's when we should strike.
That's incredibly convenient.
It's almost 3 a.m. now.
Would we be able to see it at night? Does it have Neil just looking at the boat? Does it look like it's? I mean, I guess we wouldn't know looking at it.
It's a big fucking ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the seas calm right now, Neil? Like, does anyone even know how to drive a boat? I guess that's why I asked.
I'm pretty sure we don't.
Well, you guys rode out here, so.
Yeah.
I thought this was a larger ship, though.
No,
Oh, the big ship, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were still talking about the rowboat.
What
Oh,
about
let's
if
take the
we?
rowboat.
What about if we brought the big ship? Let's say we find someone to drive it or whatever, and we bring the big ship, and we all get invisible, and then we just get right next to them and don't do anything until. I'm sure they're gonna come check it out, and then they're gonna be like isolated, and we can maybe get them one by one or surprise them.
I don't suspect a giant stepping onto our ship is going to bode well for us, especially if it's a tiny one.
But if we're invisible, he will know we're like.
Then we'll drown without them knowing. Like...
I'm talking about if we had a big ship.
I have a question. Perhaps there's a chance we could somehow send a signal to that boat that would be some kind of like SOS, or we need them to come to us.
Say, yes,
Surely...
we could burn a boat.
Bannon, you are a laugh riot, but if you would please...
I'm serious. How else will you signal them?
Well, I know that so far it's been understood that lighthouses seem to have a reverse logic in your brain, but one of the things we could do is light the lighthouse. But I would also ask if anyone here knows, do they use like messenger birds, or how would a giant communicate?
Maybe our friend we would know.
Do I know? Do I know this, Neil?
No.
Okay, so just speculating, I would say that they sent the brunt of their force already onto the island, and they left a few people behind. I'm guessing they were expected to return within a couple of days, and failing that, they'll probably turn around. They probably won't investigate further, because,
Okay. Here's what I nominate then. I say we light the lighthouse tonight. We sleep on it so that we have the chance, if it doesn't work, to then use Bannon's ability to turn us invisible, and then we board the boat tomorrow, bright and early. And we can burn a boat if you want, Bannon. That could be another way we signal them as well.
Yes.
Does anyone have any reason that wouldn't be a good idea, or whatever?
The only thing is I need 8 hours, so we can't go too early. But
okay, you can sleep the whole night. We don't, we can burn stuff and light towers and everything without you.
Sure.
Everyone good on this?
Sure.
Abigail, you good?
Yeah.
All right.
I still think my invisible idea is good, but I guess we'll see.
You mean the one where
we just approach with the boat and don't do anything until they come to us, and then we kill them.
And we're invisible?
Yeah.
The one where we need him to sleep to get the spell to do that, and then we do that?
Yeah, that's why we can do it as a second option, I guess.
Very good. We're all in agreement then. So, Bannon, you go to sleep right away.
I'm like, but we just woke up.
You need your nap, mister. You need to learn spells.
You can't force someone to fall asleep for 8 hours if they're not sleeping.
What?
Well,
What kind of fucked up world is this, Neil?
What if we
What sort of
like?
fucked up person are you if you can force yourself to fall asleep at any given
I'll do
moment?
it right now if you want.
Yeah, I want to see you fall asleep.
Role play. Give me like an hour.
I immediately look at Jeff and be like, you know, actually, never mind. I was gonna say there are other ways to make me sleep, but I won't be well rested enough.
All right. So
What
you
if
need
we
to-
like? I like show up with this big like stick, and I'm like, what if we like kind of bang it a little bit on his head?
You and your banging of sticks.
I say, if you wish to knock me unconscious, feel free, but it's not going to do any good. We'll just be
right.
wasting time.
What you
Let's
say?
let's try Bannon's idea. We'll light the boat on fire, and then tonight we'll light the tower, and he'll sleep during the night, right?
Perfect, yeah.
Gregor, you seem to be. Well, I mean, whoever wants to light the effing boat on fire can do that, right? I don't care.
I don't care either, but I think I should sleep tonight since I kept watch last night.
I'll stay
absolutely.
awake.
Abigail will have first watch.
Yeah, I'm just
Alright.
throwing this out there, but is the boat too far away for Brager to hit an arrow onto it?
Oh yeah, way
Okay,
too far out.
okay, just making sure.
So, we set one of the boats on fire
Okay.
with the bodies on it, I guess.
One of the
So,
giant-sized boats, or the old boat that you guys came in on?
the giant one,
Okay.
and we
I
just set
immediately
it.
say, what, are we just going to leave that burning? We should have pushed it off and had Brager shoot it.
No, that'd be a waste of an arrow, wouldn't it?
Well, I'm
Like
saying
a-
just light the arrow before. He doesn't have to use his special arrows.
Yeah, we can just do a regular arrow wrapped in some kind of cloth on fire.
Yeah. Bannon's saying this in the glow of the fire of the boat that's on the beach.
Yeah, I'm very happy as this is happening. Like more boats, more fire.
As long as we have one to take to the boat, you can do what you want. I think the one's fine, but if you guys think that we need to set several on fire because that's what they would do to signal them, then
I think we just need to set one on fire. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Okay.
okay. So let's shirtless montage the shit out of today and keep an eye out and see if another giant boat comes our way.
Mhm.
Okay, so you guys set the boat on fire, and then you go back to the lighthouse and chill?
Do
I'm
we
getting
do
this
we
right?
want to set out the lighthouse as well at the fire there? Like there's a
You mean turn it on?
fireplace. Yeah,
Like
turn
light
it
it?
on.
At night.
But there's no point lighting it today.
Yeah, we'll
I
do
guess
that
not.
just like we said we would.
Yeah. All right. So I'll just keep watch from up top.
Okay, so
Okay.
she's up there doing that. I am just outside the lighthouse looking towards the big boat, I guess. Sharpening my daggers.
Okay.
Bregor is doing hand exercises in the back
Hmm.
room.
Yeah.
Hand exercises also help me sleep, so.
I'm talking to the elf if no one else is around him.
Okay, he's back at the lighthouse. You guys meet up there. He says, "Oh, I thought you guys were going elsewhere." Well, hi.
Hello. Yeah, plans have changed. We need a day for our plan to really come into fruition. So, where exactly are you from again?
Oh, I cannot disclose that information.
We saved you though.
Well, hey, look, if that elf says he can't tell you, then I can't tell you either. I have to respect his wishes. I don't know you.
Is he your master?
No, but if we're from the same town and he knows that we shouldn't talk to you,
Are you
Dude,
from
help
the
me out here.
Hidden
You're
Leaf
making this really
Village?
he looks at Breger and says, "Dude, can you help me out? This is really uncomfortable."
Bregor goes,
I don't know, man. Ray.
Can we tell him where we're from or not?
Well, you're the one who was all about the secrecy earlier, not me.
No, what? No, you were the one that was about the secrecy.
You are the weirdest elves I've ever met. Where do you come from? That's all I'm asking. And you're
Ray, you
making
can
it a big
tell them-
secret, so now I want it to know even
And I
more.
hear that from upstairs, and I say, "And where do you come from, Bannon?
Ooh.
I tell the name of the town.
What is the name
What's
of
the
the town?
Mobley's.
You're from Moogly's,
No, Mobley's. You said it wrong.
like in the Jungle Book."
I don't know what that is, but perhaps.
Yeah, with the Mowgli in the movie.
What's a movie?
Oh, damn it, never mind. You haven't seen your classics.
I haven't. I don't know what a classic is.
He's
nor a
role
movie.
playing his character. He's not talking.
I
as
know,
JP.
I understand. I understand, but I was still going on. So I'll call it Mowgli's.
Call it what you want. But yeah, where are you from? And I direct this once again at Tupac or whatever his name is.
Yeah, it's Tupac.
Two chains.
Today?
Tule, yeah.
Two chains, brother.
I don't. He looks at you and he says in Elven to you, Breger, "What? Why can't I tell him where we're from?"
I say in Elvis, yeah, why can't he tell me where we're from or where you're from?
Dun dun dun.
I say he knows Elvish, and I also say you can tell him whatever you want. Two chains.
I'm from Gwynd.
Was that so hard? See, that means nothing to me. Congratulations on coming from a town named Gwynd. I don't know this town. I don't know why we kept it a secret.
Meanwhile, Vincent's outside missing one of the most boring conversations in the history of mankind.
Be like, I'm going to go tell Vincent about this so he knows what he missed. And I walk outside and tell Vincent of the story. Every detail. And ask him what a movie is.
Okay.
I have
what
not
do you
the
guys know?
slightest clue.
Oh, God. All right, what time have we killed time, Neil? Because that's all we're
Yeah,
doing
you guys
right
have killed time. It's nighttime. You guys go to sleep. You wake up the next morning. Right? Is there anything else you want to do?
Well, we activated the lighthouse at night.
All right. You set a fire in the brazier at the top of the lighthouse.
And we can now see the whole ocean.
Everything is illuminated.
Doesn't get old. No boats coming?
No.
Who kept
Oh,
watch
that's-
last night? Did you see anything?
I did.
Did
I
you see any
anything?
movement from the boat?
Nope, didn't see anything. And I have Elvish vision, so if there was something I should have seen it. Maybe.
All right.
All right.
So before we do this, there is the problem of if we're all invisible, we won't be able to tell exactly where everyone is. And anyone that comes into this area around me will also turn invisible. So we need to figure out how this is going to occur.
We could either do the hand-holding method or a rope tether. I happen to have just purchased some rope.
I say we can do whatever you guys want. We just need to figure it out before we get on this boat and we're amongst a bunch of invisible people.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I quickly fashion my 20 feet of rope into a 20 feet with a loop,
wait.
4 loops in them. Perfectly sized for each person's waist.
I thought you were gonna make like a leash with, like the parents have at Disney sometimes.
Mm.
Where the children kind of like just keep the leash. Yeah,
Okay.
it's awesome. It's
Yep.
really weird. It really weirded me out when I went there. Anyway.
Yeah. So we make that.
So
And then... and then we...
So you make leashes for everybody.
Yeah.
essentially,
Just for Abigail.
let's just call it a rope tether, yeah.
I just put it around my
Okay.
arm and adjust my body size to make sure it fits snugly.
So you guys tie each other to one another, or do you like tie like ropes that hang off of you so you can hold on to them?
Let's just say we're all holding onto the rope. I don't tie anything.
There's
Yeah.
a rope and everyone's just holding onto the rope.
Yeah, that's
No
Yeah.
one's tied up.
a
No.
rope. Everybody's holding onto it.
Yep.
Okay. Wow.
Does the
That
rope
sounds
go
good.
invisible?
You have to wait to cast a spell to find out, unless what's his name knows, unless Bannon knows.
Bannon, will the rope become invisible?
I've never tied rope to myself while going invisible. I have no idea,
What
Brady.
about your clothing?
Yes.
Okay, if your clothing does, I think it's safe to assume that the rope.
That sounds
will
like
as
a sound observation, yes. If it doesn't, they'll just be floating rope. Whatever. It'll happen.
well. Yeah.
That might get them to come over here.
Exactly. Who's rowing this boat? All 4 of us?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Well, is there anything else we need to do, or should we watch this plan fail horribly in the next couple?
Yeah,
of
this
months?
seems terribly dangerous, but I don't have any better idea.
Yeah, like I said, if we have a better idea, I'd love to hear it. But
I have no better ideas.
okay.
A bigger
We
boat
already lit the
with a
boat on
crew?
fire. That did not fare very well.
Yeah. A bigger boat with a crew?
You want us to find a bigger boat with a
I know,
crew?
that's gonna take like 20 days, so I guess we should just go.
There's only a
Yeah.
couple guards in the town, anyways. We wouldn't find much for fighters to assist. So I guess let's do this.
Alright.
So I
So
guess
you
So
guys
we
hop
start
into your
rowing.
boat.
We do.
Wait, okay, so when do you cast invisibility?
once we're all on the boat and about halfway there.
Okay. The boat goes invisible too.
Awesome.
Sick.
Hey
They'll
guys,
never see us coming.
I totally intended for this plan to be this good.
Okay,
All right.
so you guys are rowing out on this boat, completely invisible. You can't see shit. You can't notice you're like slightly turning here and there, but you work together to manage to row straight. You each have like a bit of rope next to you, so you can kind of communicate or figure out where each other are. And after like an hour of rowing, maybe 2 hours of rowing, you get to the ship, and it's just kind of plopped in the middle of the ocean with an anchor down.
do we see any giants on the thing?
Yeah, you see a giant who's like pacing around the edge of the boat.
That's all we see because everyone else is shorter.
Yeah, and also it's a really, it's like 15 feet off the water or 20 feet off the water is where the edge of the.
I have a really
where the
bad
rail is.
feeling about this, but
Is there any way to scale this? Is there anything easily scalable?
There's the chain from the anchor, but everything else is. And there's also some ropes that have been like lowered that look like actually they would have pulled the ropes back up. Never mind. So basically, you have some like areas where you would carry boats, like what do you call them? I don't know the nautical term, the boat term for this, but they're like beams that come out where you like carry a rowboat on.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a winch and pulley, so you can like lower stuff, but the ropes have been pulled back up. So the only thing that's like coming off the ship is the anchor and the chain of the anchor.
And is there like anything on the lower side of the boat? Like sometimes, I don't know. I saw some boats that had some entry points from lower.
There are some holes for oars to be pulled in and out of, and they're about yay big, so you could almost fit in them, but not really.
Let's
What if
try.
What if we pushed on them? Could it make them like go backwards, and then we could go in?
No, like the holes are too small to fit a person in. even if the
Oh,
oars-
okay. I thought
The oars
just
are all inside currently.
Oh, okay,
but-
okay.
Let's try the chain. See if we can climb up the anchor chain.
how tall is this side of the boat, Neil? In feet?
25 feet up.
Holy shit.
25 feet climb. We're all invisible.
Yeah.
I think we could do it.
I guess I could go first since I can move silently. Can I climb silently?
So I just immediately say, like, I whisper this, but I'm just, if you leave within, if you're out of range, you will quickly become visible. I'm just warning you.
What if you're second?
10 feet. That's all I say. You gotta say, you have to stay close. This boat,
So-
if we leave it, will become visible.
Right. So let's leave Bannon on the boat. I think Abby, you should go check it out first. Just be quiet. I mean, it's nighttime. They're probably not checking for anything like this. So
I ask Abigail, can you climb this boat
Yeah, I can.
without fail?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess go up there and see what you can see and come back down. But once you get back down here, you will be visible. I'm just warning you.
So I guess I'll go first, but who's going second?
you should go up there and look down, and give us a thumbs up when it's clear, and then we'll start coming up afterwards.
What if it's not clear?
Then thumbs down.
No, there won't be a thumbs down.
Then come back to the boat,
So I'll just jump back into the boat and we're rowing the
Hey.
fuck out.
and you'll be invisible again.
No, she'll actually be visible, but yeah.
Oh. Well, you'll be on a boat.
An invisible boat.
Worst comes to worst, you have an invisibility potion, right?
I guess so. But I could just jump back down on the invisible boat, right?
Just do your thing. Climb the shit.
Alright. So I'm climbing. I'm gonna use my climbing thiefy skills along with my move silently, along with my detect noise, along with my... What else do I have? Hide in shadows, if that can help in any way. So I do all that, Neil.
Okay, so you can't use hide in shadows because you're on a freaking chain. There are no shadows to hide in.
I mean,
But you wanted to do move silently and what?
climb walls.
You're climbing the chain. So you're
that
trying to
doesn't-
climb the chain quietly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have
So
move
you still climb
silently
up the
and
chain.
detect noise as well.
We're also like,
So you take a step and then you listen for a few moments. and then
Yeah,
take-
I'm not in a rush.
yeah.
All right. So it takes her 15 minutes to climb the chain.
Do I hear
But she
anything?
climbs it. No, you don't hear anything.
Turns out it's not a chain. It's a giant's penis. You've been climbing a giant's penis.
That looks like a chain.
And it noticed. Roll for initiative.
She finally learned that.
Someone already took initiative there.
Nailed it.
Well played. Well played.
All right.
Alright, so I climbed up. There. Do I see anyone? I kind of peek first, right? I'm not going all out like, hey guys.
Yeah. So the chain, at least on this ship, goes into like a hole in the hull of the ship, which is big enough for you guys to climb into. Because it's a big fatty chain, and the anchor normally
It's a
gets
big
pulled
fatty
all
chain,
the way
huh?
into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you climb up and you get inside the hull of the ship, and it's just like dark and quiet in there. And you see the chain then like go through a hole in the ceiling where some light's shining through up above.
So I don't see anyone around me. I have
No,
elvish
this
vision,
room is
right?
completely empty. Yeah, you got your infravision. You can see the whole room, but it's empty. Like there's some barrels that hold some stuff in it, but that's about it.
Alright, so I'm gonna wave to my party to come on up.
I wait for the thumbs up.
I thumb it up.
You thumb it up.
I thumb
I
it up.
thumb it up.
Okay.
Atom.
I thumb. After
And I
I
go
get the
like
thumb,
this.
I start quietly going up the chain.
As we see Breger go up, I whisper to Vincent, be like, Vincent, can you climb this? Are you able?
Absolutely. I have incredible upper body strength.
So I guess out of game I ask, can I climb this? Without fail, Neil?
Absolutely, but you
chain. Yeah,
grunt
no
like a
problem. It's
girl
got
the
big
whole time.
It's a big heavy metal chain. You can
Okay,
climb this.
perfect. Perfect. Let us climb the chain.
You have average strength and dexterity. Well, average strength for a human, so not a problem.
Okay. So I guess we reach where Abigail's at?
Mhm.
We all climb up, yeah.
Yeah, you all climb up and in. You guys look down and you don't see your boat below you.
Nailed it.
Oh shit.
So
No, you just see your boat below you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you
we
see your
do.
boat. You guys don't. Yeah, because it became visible. But
Hold on, do we run into each other on the fucking rope?
yeah, it's a pain in the ass. You keep like grabbing Vincent's ankle, and Breger keeps touching your ass, and it's like, whoops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. But
how do I
eventually-
touch an ass when I'm the one in front?
Oh, I
How
thought
am I
you-
touching asses from the
I'm the
front?
last one, so if anything, I'm the
Abigail
one
was
grabbing
waiting
Vincent's
with-
ass.
It was
Shorts
quite the
everywhere.
feat, but you managed to grab a ton of ass.
Okay, no. Vincent keeps dragging Breger's ass. What? Wait,
I'd
Ben.
say would if he wasn't anorexic. I keep missing it.
Yeah, Ben, and you're at the bottom.
Yeah. I'm coming up the rear,
not
if
a
you
bottom.
know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Roll for ass.
Yeah. So you guys keep like grabbing each other, and it's a little awkward, but you eventually all get in there. Abigail, you're just kind of looking down. You give the thumbs up, and you don't see anything, and you're waiting, and you're kind of like, "What's going on?" But after a few minutes, all of a sudden, like Vincent's like pushing you inside, and you
Alright.
get pushed away with this invisible hand.
Alright, so I move back. And I assume there's like some stairs, right? Oh,
There's
wait.
a doorway.
Alright, so I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'm gonna like go back and look at it from the side to see if there's any movement, while still using detect noise.
Quick question, Neil.
Sorry, yes, sir.
All of us are invisible except for Abigail, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and Abigail doesn't become invisible again upon joining with us again at the top of the thing, right?
Correct.
Okay, I just wanted to make that known.
All right. So I can't really see where people are, but I'm like reaching out. So I eventually grab the other 3 and then Abigail. Or 2 and Abigail.
Sure. I mean, you guys can whisper to one another, so eventually
pull
you'll
them in?
finish together.
And I'd say we got to devise a plan on how we're going to do this. The giants are the big concern, obviously. We've got one by itself. So my idea is Abigail gets behind this thing for maximum potential.
I agree.
Bregor's in position to take a critical shot. And Bannon, you're our support, so whatever you think necessary. I mean, you're the guy with the ideas. And then I just come in and chop it down as best I can.
I say.
Do we want to try?
Go
Do we
ahead.
want to? Go ahead.
No, I said go ahead, so you can go ahead.
Okay. Do you want to try to attract them here, or do we want to go outside? Because I could scream like I'm scared or some shit and see if they come in, and then we have them one by
Scared!
one. Yeah, something like that.
Actually, I think I'll use the lightning rod. Does that sound like a good idea? We've got 3 charges with that thing, so.
It will make quite a boom. And
Well, they're going to be
everyone.
attracted. We can't silently take out an entire giant.
What time of day is it?
Hold on, I say we
It's
can't.
Good
nighttime.
afternoon.
I immediately ask or tell Vincent like we could just put him to sleep.
You can put him to sleep,
I can put him to sleep
and then we
Put
can cut
them
his.
to sleep.
if you want to.
Well, yeah. Oh. Does anyone know if giants swim? Like, if we dumped him in the ocean asleep, would he just go?
He might actually just stand up. I don't know how deep this water is.
Let's cut his fucking head off after we put him to sleep. Does that sound like a good idea?
Wait, hold on, JP.
Yeah,
Take a look at your PF.
I was about to say.
is it?
Oh, okay. I say
He
on
doesn't have-
second thought. No, I say on second thought, Vincent. He might be a little bit too big.
Yeah.
It was a novel idea though.
So
Abigail's done that before.
if this guy is the lookout, then maybe the rest of them are already sleeping and we're already invisible. If we stick together and find the sleeping quarters, we could kill the sleeping ones. Because if we attack the one who's awake, he's going to alert everyone else.
Yeah.
Good point. Here's the problem.
What time did you guys leave again? What time did you leave
Right
shore?
early in the morning.
I had to sleep 8 hours, so whatever that means, whatever time. we
Okay,
went to
so you
bed.
guys left before the sun came up in the morning, or did you leave like during? Well, like I'm trying to get. Is it daytime or is it nighttime right now?
We left in the morning, right after we woke up, right? Is that correct?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know if you went to sleep early and then woke up while it was still before dusk, or if you woke up during the day.
No, not farmer early. Just normal early.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So it's daylight then. So it's morning
Okay.
time right now.
Only took a couple hours to get there, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I think our best bet is we just take this one out really strong, and then when the next one comes, we'll have a fight on our hands. But because they're not asleep, right? I mean, we could investigate, but the only person that's qualified to sneak around is now not invisible, right?
Yeah.
If I did it, they'd hear me. If Bregor did it, he'd drop a bow or some shit, and Banner's a wizard, not a scout or spy.
Well, I think, yeah, we can do that. We can all get in range since we're not visible right now, and we'd absolutely have the initiative in this fight.
Yeah. Banner, when a shot's fired, we become visible, right?
Yes. As soon as you decide to strike anything or do any
Okay.
motions like that, you will be visible.
I think what we can do then with this one is, like I said, Abigail, you sneak in for a back attack. You
Yep.
get the back attack, and then when it turns to face you from that direction, Bregor, you take a shot from a safe distance away from. Also, now it's back. It then perhaps turns to you or Abigail. Abigail, if it turns to you, run and hide, and then rejoin the fight when its attention's off of you. I'll be somewhere near Bregor, so if it comes at Bregor, I'll get the third attack in. But presumably, we need Bregor to tank this damage because I've been prone to getting my ass knocked down,
How
and
big
then
is?
I'm kind of
Oh,
worthless.
sorry. How big is this deck, Neil? Big enough to
The
hold
deck
it?
of the ship,
Yeah. Like
it's huge.
okay.
It's like,
Actually-
150 feet long.
I have another idea too. Banner, I noticed that in the big fight at the wall, you had the ability to create grease, or at least a slippery surface. Do you still have that ability?
It'd be a good idea for another day.
That would have
What
been
exactly can you do?
cool. Yeah, tell us, please.
Well, we don't really have all day, so here's what I'm thinking. You guys deal with that guy. I'm not going to really make myself known. The second they come through that door and I point, is there only one door leading down, Neil?
Okay, right now you guys are in a very small room. That's just like the
Oh, we're in
anchor
a
room
room.
with a couple of those supplies. You're just in a
So
small
we don't
room.
know.
You have no idea where you are in
So-
comparison to everyone else.
My plan
Well,
is to
we've seen the big
basically
giant.
make myself unaware or unknown to the rest of the crew until I get the best opportune moment to then of course get as much damage in as possible and then run like hell. I'm not a strong fellow and I will quickly fall to any attack.
Understandable. I've
But
seen what you can do with that attack.
Know what do you plan on doing? Does it involve setting the ship on fire?
No.
All right.
I will probably destroy a portion of the ship though. Just forewarning.
Are you serious?
It might happen.
Does this mean the ship might sink randomly?
It's a pretty big ship. I don't think it'll sink.
All right, but be careful not to make it sink because we're on it.
I'll make sure to not
And
make
the
it sink.
And
I'll-
the slaves.
Sure, and the
All right,
slaves.
all right.
I will
So-
say, before any of this happens, we should take a break.
All right.
Because we're coming up at the end of hour 2, and everyone on YouTube is going to hate me, but it's okay. Because we'll be back tomorrow on YouTube. For Twitch, we'll be right back in 3 minutes. More roleplay, and I think the first fight of week 20 coming up right after this. We'll see you guys then.